The jagged peaks of Mount Kenya are usually clear at dawn, but within a couple of hours of sunrise, the cloud forms around the summits. It has its own weather, and like all big mountains, it has its dangers and its tragedies. The two main peaks of Nelion and Batian are grade 5 on the alpine scale of difficulty, but Point Lenana at 16,000 feet requires just stamina, so I decided to try it while taking along my 16mm movie camera. The climb starts at 10,000 feet, and the first leg is through the slippery rainforest. This is followed by the vertical bog, in which one sinks knee-deep in glutinous mud. Spectacular views open up over the immensity of the plains below. Then comes open moorland, which is home to unique plants, such as giant forms of groundsel and lobelia, which only grow to a height of a few inches elsewhere. Here they can tower over your head. Then follows the alpine zone, with little vegetation, as the temperature drops below freezing at night. And even though the mountain lies astride the equator, it can snow at any time of the year. At 14,000 feet there is a tented camp where we spent the night. There are not many places where you can have a snowball fight at the equator, but this is one of them. Rock hyrax came into the tents foraging for chocolate, while we shivered, sleepless in the high-altitude cold, and waited impatiently for the dawn. We crept out of our tents at 4 a.m. and trudged across the bleak landscape. The first major obstacle was the scree, a 1,500-foot slope of loose stones, where for every 3 paces forward, you slid 2 paces back down. It was an exhausting process at this altitude, and we had 5-minute rest stops every 100 paces. A glacier complete with crevasses followed the scree. Here is a small refuge hut with the chief guide. It was going to be a race between us and the clouds to reach the summit. We were all gasping for breath, and each step required exhausting effort. For the last stretch we were roped together, as a misstep on wobbly legs could result in a slide of 1,000 feet into a waiting crevasse. At last the summit, at 16,355 feet.